Tony Gedge, day 25, Marbella lockdown. What are you fearful of right now? You're fearful about your income? You're fearful about your team? Will they rejoin you when you open again? You're fearful about your partner and your partner's job? We're all full of fear at the minute. And yesterday in Estepona, on social media, photographs of the Spanish army and tanks in the street. Not good for tourism, and it reminded me of the Franco regime, which is not good for tourism. Yielding fear to keep people in their homes when the police are doing a fantastic job already. So what is fear? Today I want to talk to you about fear, how we can have a fearless mind. Fear is cortisol. So we can't have two brain chemicals at the same time. And we've got 4 happy brain chemicals and we've got the fear drug, cortisol. Now, you'll be used to working with people with cortisol, probably more than any other profession. Cortisol is what rushes through the brain and released through the brain of your patients. Yet you cannot see this, what I call the invisible shield, the fear shield. Is it high? Is it low? And it's our job to bring this shield down to get into a person's heart. Because when cortisol is in flow, you cannot hear. It shuts down the systems to keep you running, to keep you alive. And we've got cortisol flowing in our minds at the minute. So how do we have a fearless amygdala? Because the amygdala is here. Put an arrow through my eye here and an arrow through my ear. Where it meets is the amygdala. And that is the reptilian brain that has kept cortisol flowing. And we need to switch it with happy brain chemicals. It's 4 happy brain chemicals. So how do we have a fearless mind? Well, first of all, I've got a PhD in fear. When I owned nightclubs, I had 6 months of intimidation, mentally and physically, by 2 of Leeds' most notorious gangsters. I used to suppress my fear and anxiety, and I used to drink, I used to take drugs. I was in denial of this fear. I repressed my fear. So today I want to give you 3 ideas of how to have a fearless mind. Number 1, protect your mind. There's all sorts of conspiracy theories at the minute, isn't there? 5G conspiracies, all these conspiracies that are trying to destabilize the economy, control individuals, put chips in our arms, controlling Big Brother humans. So protect your mind. Don't listen and watch social media videos on what is undoubtedly giving us a fearful mind. Let's not live in cortisol. Switch it with a happy brain chemical. So we've got endorphins, dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin. And serotonin is the happy drug. And we can release serotonin and endorphins by exercise. So I've been doing CrossFit 3 times a week. I wanted to do it every day, but that just didn't work out. So I've been doing it 3 times a week. So switch the cortisol with a happy brain chemical. Protect your mind from the rubbish. You cannot control what is going on in this world. You can only have the courage to control what you can personally control, which is to protect your mind. Number 2, strategy for a fearless mind. self-pity and victimhood. So we're all in this together at the minute. We're all potentially losing income. We're all in a state of we don't know where we're going to be. So it's easy to go into self-pity and to become a victim. When I was going through my divorce recently, poor me, I have now got to live on my own. I cannot see my children. Poor me. And I was going through my alcohol issue. I'd stopped drinking at this point a year. So still going through this issue. So I refuse to be a victim. I sometimes fall back into being a victim and self-pity. But to have a fearless mind, we need to rise up above being a victim and self-pity. And there are lots of groups out there that we can talk to. As men, it's more difficult for men to reach out to groups. Women have got a bigger network than men do for obvious reasons, children, family. So women have more friends than men do. But now with virtual online meetings, this has opened up a new world for men and women where we can join support groups. So to get us out of self-pity and to get us out of being a victim mentality, we need to join support groups. We need to speak or listen to other people that are in a far worse position than we are. Last night on an AA virtual support group, I listened to a lady who'd been raped when she was 14, and then she took to the bottle. Far worse story than my kidnapping. Horrible story. So join support groups. You've got the doctors and dentists group for AA and drug abuse. You also got the mental health, the Dentist Health Support Trust. Dentist Health Support Trust. Google them. Speak to them. It's confidential. Join support groups. Get out of self-pity, being a victim, and speak with other like-minded people, or don't speak at all. It can be anonymous in the virtual groups. So my third and final fearless mind tactic for you today, and for victory over the virus, is motivation, self-motivation. So motivation and a happy mind is like bathwater. If you don't keep filling it up with hot water, it soon becomes cold. It's daily. So how are you motivating yourself daily? Let me tell you how I do this. Well, after I was on my knees after being kidnapped by Leeds notorious gangsters, I joined the Dale Carnegie Foundation, and I started coaching entrepreneurs. I started reinventing myself, setting goals and getting myself off my knees. Now, I had cash back in those days, and I spent cash on personal development. Tony Robbins, Zig Ziglar, Brian Tracy, meeting these individuals, traveling all over the world, getting coached, mentored by these incredible individuals. I spent over £150,000 on my personal development in 18 months to rise up, to get off my knees. And I still spend a lot of money to this day. Every day I listen to, consume, read motivational information. Motivation is like bathwater. If you don't top it up with hot water, then it will go cold and your mind will flow with cortisol. So switch it with happy brain chemicals. So 3 ideas: protect your mind, don't get into the conspiracy, don't get into self-pity and being a victim in these times. 3, motivate yourself through all this free information online, YouTube, paid courses. We can motivate our way out of this. Hope that's been helpful for you today. Don't be fearful. There are solutions to inner peace I'll see you here tomorrow for day 26, Marbella lockdown. My name is Tony Gedge.